So now you have all the basic tools you need to do your own minor auto repairs. The next step is to have a place to be able to work on your car safely, where you can have access to all four corners, or to lift the front or the back or one side or one corner. In this video, we're going to show you safe lifting points, jacking points, and we're going to start here on the concrete floor in the garage, but most of the video is going to be out on the uneven gravel surface of the driveway. Just a couple comments on lifting your car, some of the safety issues. You'll see it in some of the video. When you're using the hydraulic jack, you got to make sure that the wheels can roll. A concrete floor, like in the garage like this, it's not a problem. Even if the wheels are turned funky, it's like a shopping cart. They're caster wheels. When you start lifting, the jack is going to want to move with the car. As lift goes up, it's the rest of the body of the lift is going to move under, so it's going to kind of do one of these things. So it has to be able to move freely, which in the garage, like I said, isn't a problem. But when you're out, which you're going to see on gravel, it's a little bit different. The wheels might not want to move on the gravel, and that's something to keep an eye on for. If you happen to have a couple of car ramps, these things are great. If you say you want to do an oil change and you got an uneven driveway like this, you can woo, you can drive up on to your ramps, and then you can get underneath it to do an oil change. In the car, you see is sitting fairly level, which is what you want for an oil change. So just something, you can make these yourself. You buy a couple of pressure treated 2x12s and nail them together. Okay, on to using the hydraulic jack to lift in the gravel. So you want to try to get the car onto level ground as best as possible, and then get the jack directly under the center of the car. And you can see there seems to be an issue here. What is it? Oh, there's not enough clearance. So in a case like this where the car is sitting too low for your jack, just take a part of your bookshelf from inside the house, maybe one of the cabinets, and stick those under the tires, and then wheel her up on there, and you'll be good to go. So you'll see I've got a block of wood that I'm putting under the jack so that it's sitting on even ground, isn't sinking into the ground, but it's also the block I have, the wheels are kind of hooked around some cutouts on the block so that the lift can't move. So the car is moving instead. So just like inside the garage, I've got the hydraulic jack dead center on the subframe here. There's actually a jacking pad that goes there, but it's been torn out when the skid plate came off. And you see the subframe goes, it's solid right across, and you should have some type of framing underneath your vehicle that looks similar to that. So keeping that in mind, if you're going to lift it that way, you don't want to have the parking brake on. You want the car to be able to roll so that it moves with the lift, because something's got to move. If the car is held in place and the lift is held in place, then you're likely going to pull the lift off of your lifting spot, and then you're going to be in trouble. So something to keep in mind. Once you have the car up where you want it, high enough, get your jack stands positioned under the jacking pads. You're going to want some kind of flat surface again underneath the jack stand so that they don't sink into the mud and move. And you want to try to get something somewhat even from side to side. So anything will do. If you got a piece of hardwood, or if that doesn't work, rip up part of your patio and put that underneath, and you're good. Also, when you're doing it on gravel, when you're putting it down onto jack stands, again, the car is moving, so you got to kind of put the jack stands a little bit forward of where you want them so that when it comes down, it's coming down onto them in center. And you might have to do it a couple times. Just let it down really lightly until it touches, see where it's at. If you have to lift it back up a bit, adjust it, put it back down. And then once you got it stable, give the car a bit of a shake and see if everything's good, and then you're good to go. Check your owner's manual for locations for jacking up your car. There should be something in there. And at this point in the video, I'd just like to ask people to like and subscribe so that I don't keep having these intermittent color loss issues with the video. Moving on, once you're done with the lifting, it's basically reverse order. Lift it back up, take the jack stands out, put everything out of the way, make sure that you're clear, there's nothing under the car. Clear, everything's good, and lower it down. Watch the wheel spin as it goes down. See that? That's because the car is moving because the jack isn't, and it's an all-wheel drive car, so the rear wheel's returning, which means the front wheel's returning. And now moving on to the back, lifting the back. For the back, you're going to get your hydraulic jack right in center again, and you're going to be right underneath the rear axle, or in this case, the housing for the differential. And you want to make sure you're in deep enough that you're not touching the housing cover. Just have a peek underneath here. It's quite a ways in, but it's easy enough to reach, and you just got to make sure you're on the casing and not the cover there where the bolts were. And that axle is connected all the way across, so it's a good solid place to lift. You're safe there. So the same as the front, once you've got it up off the ground, you would put your jack stands in underneath the jacking points on either side. And then once you're done, you remove them, and then nice and easy, lower the car back down. Now you can take your hydraulic jack away, do a deadlift, and go home. One last thing to mention, if you did want to lift just one corner of the car, you can absolutely use your hydraulic jack underneath one of the jacking points, lift it up, and if you're going to be doing anything underneath the car, you're still going to want to use a jack stand and put it somewhere under that corner. You notice that my hydraulic jack is on the board, but the wheels aren't hooked in on this one because the jack needs to roll, and you'll see the wheel moving because the car can't move because I'm lifting from the side, not front and back. Thanks very much for watching. Up next will be diagnosing vehicle issues.